Yo, what's happening, my people? It's your boy Chance Jollivet, aka Smooth, back with another video, man. So today, what we talking about? The Shy, Season 7, Episode 2, The Fallout. So, man, we had a lot going on last week, man. Like, it's been on hiatus for a good little minute. Now we back to our little storylines. We trying to piece together people having their relationship problems, man. They had a lot of death on the show and stuff. So we trying to get that together. We're seeing how people falling out and dealing with certain situations. So at the beginning of this episode, man, Tiff, she breaks it down to Alicia that she pregnant. And Alicia, she's elated. She feels like, I lost my son, but there is an heir to the throne. So that's going to be a positive for her. She's going to have somewhere to put her energy and stuff like that. And she's going to have somebody to carry on the legacy and to be in the house with her and stuff. But it could cause more problems down the line and stuff, especially with Shy, because he don't seem to be all the happiest with certain arrangements in this episode and stuff, but we're going to get to that. Nuck is looking for guidance, and like he talking to the pastor and stuff, and it's kind of weird because like the pastor is so crooked, but I guess he's still pastor, but he's a crook. But it's like, at least Nuck shows that he does have a conscience. He is a human being, but he must be an animal for the position that he's in and the things that he has to do. Emmett and his bro, they talking to the barbershop. They being a little too open. The people is cutting their hair and stuff. And I know it's a place to congregate and talk and stuff, but they talking amongst each other. People cutting their hair. And they talking about, yeah, I'm glad Duda gone and we don't have to do what we used to have to do for Duda anymore and stuff. Like you saying a little bit too much. But then Emmett is talking about his brother's fingernail polish. And his brother is basically talking about he open to another lifestyle. Like he's not gay, but he's open to other avenues or whatever. It's about the vibe. So we're going to touch back on this pause later on because there's some little, I don't know if you could say red flags, but I see a play coming from the writers. And I don't know how they're gonna do that, but like if they go that route, I don't think I'm gonna be too happy with it, but we're gonna see. But anyways, Lala is back and she trying to move in with Jamal. And Lene is not happy about that. She's like, who you moving this bitch up in? Like, yo, that's my girl and stuff. Oh, Vic Mensa. I think his name is Jamal. Yeah, but at least they showing like certain characters. Because episode 1, they had a lot of characters missing and stuff. So it's good to show that some of the cast, they still getting work and stuff like that. Bakari, he moving in with Nuck. So that's just a little something. It's like he in a compromising position because he's torn between two evils. Like Alicia, Nuck, you kind of doing something for both of them in everything, but it's like, yeah, we're gonna see. I don't think Bakari gonna make it to the end of the season, but that's my feelings. Emmett finds out about Tiff being pregnant, man, and he's taken aback, and he still has feelings for this girl, man. And the messed up thing is he shares that with Nuck. But that's gonna be later on. That's gonna be later on. But just like you could, it is weird because you seen him kiss Tiff last episode. Like if you ever need me, like he's still in the back of his mind, like maybe another time or something. Like I guess they were married and stuff. It's hard to let that go. But then the homeboy died. It's like, man, she back on the market. It's like maybe he had like some little flashings of this could possibly be. And Emmett is just a saboteur because he sabotages his own self for his lust a lot. Alicia is putting Tiff in position. So that's going to be an interesting storyline because she feels like you carry my heir and stuff. And yeah, you're pregnant now, but I'm going to give you these places of business to help you out and to show that you are worthy of this and stuff, and you could be independent. So it's always good, man, to know people in high places. Sometimes it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. And Tiff, she just proved that and got the benefits of it. When you got somebody in a high position, man, they can very much help you and change your life. And that might change her life at this moment. Bakari working for Nuck and Alicia, he gonna get caught up. I already talked about that and stuff. And Alicia, she kind of like throwing some little things. Hey, handsome. Oh, I was talking to Bakari and stuff. Shy, like he's very insecure this episode and stuff, man. Victor and Tiff. So she's at her bar and she's the new manager now and stuff. And Victor is being very helpful. Like, and then we see later on, like, she hires him as like the co-manager or something like that. But it's interesting. Like, will they finally have Victor with a female counterpart? Like, you can say like his other things, it was just about energy. It wasn't a fetish, or it wasn't it was just about who I fell in love with. But it was 2 in a row. But now, Tiff, hey, I wouldn't be mad at it. I wouldn't be mad at it, but I don't want to talk too much on the subject or everything, but it would be cool. Jake was being very disrespectful to this young lady earlier in the episode, man. They woke up together and stuff, and she want to be clingy to him and love on him. And he like, I ain't having none of that. She seen a text come through as the first lady. She comes later on, a woman scorned. She on her Cassie-ish. But anyways, so she exposes him online. I got the tea. Jake is messing with the first lady at Union Baptist Church and blah, 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 blah. And Jake is tickled by it. You just not ruined the whole family. But he like, it is what it is. Yeah, player. Like, I never liked Jake. Especially how he did Kevin and stuff with Jimmy and stuff. I ain't never liked Jake. But anyways. And what I was saying earlier with Emmett and Nuck, he got to be careful. Because he like, man, you ever had a feeling in the pit of your stomach, man, where you, a certain situation and you felt some way about somebody? Damn, Tiff pregnant. And so Nuck is like, wow. Because Nuck is like, yeah, I felt that before. Because he feels that about Keisha. Nuck still loves Keisha. But he like, well, she with Emmett and stuff like that. Now this is his opening. And he might sabotage Emmett's situation to try to jump back in that. And Emmett won't be able to jump to Tiff because Tiff look like she about to be with Victor. So Emmett is about to sabotage his own situation. He about to fuck his own shit up. He about to be in beef with Nuck, possibly. It's something to look into. Papa is comforting his old flame after Zay's death and stuff. So Papa, this episode is like he just staying talking to his exes and stuff, man. Like he just, and I hate that he sabotaged that relationship when his father died. Like he kind of flung her to the side because he was going through a lot of things. But at least we seeing Papa, because Papa was nowhere to be found on episode 1. So it's good that we got Papa back, man. Hopefully they have an interesting storyline or something for him, because he one of the OGs of the show, and I like it for them to get their little time and stuff, man. Because at one time it was Kevin, Papa, and Jake, like they was carrying the show, but now it seems like they've threw them to the side. Marcus loses his woman because he didn't want no kids, man. So that's Gemma's father, and like he old. Like homegirl is wanting to start a family. He just not getting his daughter out. Like man, I want to enjoy my time and stuff, man. Like I'm an old man. I ain't trying to have no little toddler. So she leaves him because that's something that's very important to her and stuff. And Shad is jealous. He don't want to lose his position with Alicia, but he messed with this little woman one time, and he was sprung behind her. So now she leaving Marcus. I'm sorry, I don't know what her name is, but she leaving Marcus, man. And Shad, if he gets wind of that in the grapevine, will he try to double back and get with her? Even though that's going to mess him up with Alicia. Because Alicia is his whole being right now. That's his point of reason. Of meaning. Because he felt like he wasn't nothing whenever he was with homegirl. He didn't have anything to offer. Now he's important. But will he sabotage that to try to get back with old girl? Because right now he don't feel the most important. He feel like he can be replaced with Alicia. He don't feel that important right now. But we gonna see. When Jamal find out that Emmett and Darnell smashed Lala, they was at the little men's meeting, and they're like, yeah, you got a special lady right there. And then Emmett is like, yeah, me and Pops, we don't be putting that woman business out there. Yo, man, what are y'all talking about? Like, hey, a woman got a pass, man. Like I already mentioned Cassie earlier in the episode, and it's like they could be beautiful or whatever. Like, you don't know what somebody done did. Like, people got their own little freak in them, and I was single at the time. I did this, man. Look, you don't want them can of worms. Me, preferably, I want a woman that's from a whole different place than me. I don't want to know nothing. I just want to know that her test results is negative. Because other than that, man, you don't want to open that can of worms. You fall in love with a woman like, I guess some things you would want to know. Like, I say like Cassie. Like homeboy, but he already knew he was a trained and stuff. But you fall in love with a woman, man, you don't know she was doing freak offs and getting pissed on and this and that. And it's like, does that affect how you feel about her now? It's like, if you would have never knew, how would your relationship would have been? Like, some things you just, it's rather, you want to be in the dark about. But anyways, that's just a little something. And what I was saying earlier about Emmett, little brother, well, Emmett's brother, because they the same age. I hope they're not about to flip Bakari's character. Because him and the brother, they vibing a lot right now. And Homeboy already said that he's open to other options or whatever. And Bakari's like getting high around him and stuff. I thought Homeboy was going to kiss him or something. And we were going to see how Bakari was going to take that. Because we don't know what Bakari been through in his life. He been homeless and stuff. You don't know if he been molested. You don't know if he got a little sugar in his tank or anything like that. But I think they're going to try to explore that storyline, man, of this young thug dude and getting with Emmett brother and blase being another interesting storyline for his book. Like, I think they're going to try to flip Bakari, man. Nuck, he trying to help Tiff. Like, he got his guilty conscience. So he goes, I'm not going to take your money anymore. He opens the door for her and stuff. All the while knowing that he killed Rob. But he told the pastor that. Not the name, but he said the situation. And so his conscience is eating him up about what he did to Rob. So now he's trying to be helpful. But you're going to try to be helpful. And when Tiff finds out about that, we're going to see how that's going to go. Tiff might end up shooting Nuck. You never know. Maisha might be leaving. So we got a Maisha sighting. So we're happy to see her. And Papa is talking to another one of his exes. He still loved this girl. But they have mention of Kevin, and she's going to move to the West to go be with Kevin. So that's cool. I hate that they took Kevin off the show. Like, why did they take Kevin off the show? Did he go to college or anything like that? Like, man, I got a hit show. College is cool, but like, you can always go to college. You never know if you're gonna get a hit show again. I'm gonna make them dollars and stuff. But hey, I would have took some online classes or something like that. But hey, good for whatever Kevin got going. Hopefully we see him some more in the future on other projects or something like that. Talented little brother. He was on Black Panther and everything. But Papa always losing him, man. Papa always losing him. At the end, we got him preaching Rotimi. I don't know what his name on the show is, or he Rotimi. And he's still in Pastor's Thunder. So he's preaching, talking about the cover up and about what happened with the first lady and everything. And he have a fire sermon. So he's sounding good, man. He's doing his thing. But Pastor might be in the back like, hey, man, look, hey, I'm losing my congregation and stuff, man. So that's how the episode ends. It wasn't the best ending in the world or whatever, because who really cares about the pastor storyline and Rotimi or whatever? But it was a good episode, man. We got a lot going. We setting up some things. We're going to see if things get controversial. We're going to see new relationship, new babies, and all that. But anyways, man, like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest and most hated man. Holla at your boy. Peace.